What's up, guys? So today I'm going to my friend Vinny's house. We're actually going to go to a dealership to trade in his Trackhawk for a Model X Plaid. Now, Vinny's Trackhawk was actually one of my first ever Robbie's reviews a couple years ago. Actually, the second time I'd ever driven a Trackhawk. I had it for actually a couple days, did a full review on it. I'll actually put a link down to that in the description below. But he's actually grown tired of the Trackhawk. He wants to see what the Model X Plaid is all about, as it is currently the world's quickest and fastest SUV. You guys may have seen my Model S Plaid review last year, and I did a whole reaction video. I'll also put a link to that as well. But today we're going to basically trade in a supercharged V8 SUV for an all-electric SUV that makes over 1,000 horsepower and 1,000 pound-feet of torque. So right now, let's head to Vinny's house. Gonna take the old trusty bag police car. Honestly, never get old. All right, just got to Vinny's house. There is the Trackhawk. All right, just got to Vinny's house. Had to air the police car out in his driveway. This is actually the first and the last time that these two cars are going to be together, because pretty soon the Trackhawk is going to be traded in for a 2022 Tesla Model X Plaid. So give us one more rev, So while the Tesla does not sound like that, actually doesn't really make a sound except for a little bit from the electric motors. It does make a lot more power and would eat the Trackhawk for lunch and also breakfast and dinner. So right now we're going to step inside the Trackhawk and go trade it in for a 1,000 plus horsepower Tesla. Got the Boston wheels on there. And he already has wheels that are currently actually being made for the Tesla already. Pretty cool. All right. And I haven't been in here in probably 2 or 3 years.
Has it been how long since you did that?
This was the one of the first vehicles I've ever reviewed. So right now we're headed to a dealership called TXT Charlie here in South Florida. We're going to trade in Vinny's Trackhawk for 22 Model X, right? Yep. 22 Model X Plaid. And one of the things you won't have to worry about using anymore is this club or cane. And sadly, his first Trackhawk was actually stolen. As many of you know, these things, along with Hellcats and Scat Packs and TRXs all around the country, are being stolen nonstop. I've had so many friends that have had these cars stolen. Actually, just the other day, a buddy of mine had his Viper stolen. It was a Viper yellow Viper, and just stole it like that right out of his parking garage. So this is Vinny's second Trackhawk. It's actually a few more options, right? Higher MSRP, a couple more.
Yeah, this came with the leather, which the other one didn't. The other one had
leather. Yeah.
The other one had the DVDs in the back seat, where this one doesn't.
Oh, okay.
And this one's got the upgraded stereo system.
So it's got the, is it the Harman Kardon?
Yes.
With like the green edge amp and everything. It's got the adaptive cruise control, all the goodies, carbon fiber, heated and cooled seats. I like this touch here. But while all that is very nice, you're spending at least $200 a week in gas alone, not to mention like countless other things, anti-theft measures, this cane, which is extremely heavy and annoying, camera, everything. I mean, all to prevent it from being stolen right out of his driveway, which is sad the times we live in. However, with the Model X Plaid, obviously making nearly 500 more horsepower than this, it's also, there's no drivetrain, so to speak, so it's really just infinite torque at 0 RPM. And if you remember from my review of my friend Bruno's GT350R, got a little distracted. Well, quick pull. Yeah, so nothing's ever going to beat that, supercharged 6.2 liter Hellcat V8, that supercharger whine. However, it's, when it comes to performance, these SUVs are getting faster and faster, and unfortunately the Trackhawk is kind of an older model based on an older generation Grand Cherokee that's kind of tired and being left in the dust, literally, by vehicles like the Model X Plaid. You have the Rivian truck. New SUV that just came out. So basically car companies are leaning towards electric, or at the very least hybrid, mild hybrid electric assist, just to increase performance. It has nothing to do with the environment. Like Tesla, they created these cars basically for the commuters and all that, like the Model 3. Then they came out with the performance model. Then you had back in 2016 when the P100D Model S first came out, and then the Model X, they had the Ludicrous Plus and all that. But with the Plaid, you have 1,020 horsepower, and I believe 1,011 pound-feet of torque. So it is insane.
It performs 0 to 60 in 9.9.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the quarter mile.
Yeah,
9.9,
quarter mile. It's a sub 10-second quarter mile.
And a 0 to 60 at 2.5.
It's a sub 3-second 0 to 60. It is just, it's a lot of, you know, impressive performance figures. So right now we're gonna head there, and sadly we're gonna trade the Trackhawk in, but definitely not downgrading, because the Model X Plaid is just another level of vehicle that also can't be stolen, at least not as easily as these Mopars can, sadly. So I'll see you guys at TXT Charlie. So Vinny's top speed, or the fastest speed he ever achieved in the Trackhawk, was 140 miles an hour. That was in Mexico, of course. I want to see if we can beat that in the Model X Plaid. Maybe we'll go to Mexico after this and see what it can do a couple 0 to 60 quarter mile runs. We have a draggy yet? You have a drag we can use?
No, it's in my it's in the GTR, which is down.
Oh, that's another thing. Vinny is very used to fast vehicles. He has how much power is the GTR
so now
making?
GTR's got 850 wheel.
So the GTR is only making 850 wheel right now. He had a supercharged GTO. Just a lot of really badass cars, and you know, he's used to horsepower, used to speed, and unfortunately the Trackhawk is not cutting it anymore. It is by no means a slow vehicle. I mean, it sounds amazing, but it doesn't offer what the Plaid does as far as just raw performance and just technology and just all the creature comforts. I mean, I'm by no means a Tesla fanboy. I had a Model 3 that was unfortunately totaled by a Turo guest. I also do Turo. I actually just picked up a Model S, a 90D, and it's pretty quick for what it is, even in the chill mode. However, after spending a whole week with my friend Bruno's Model S Plaid last year, and I was going around all over the place. I went to my friend's shop, MTech Performance, my dad's office, and I was just giving joyrides to everybody, and I was basically terrorizing them all. Like the reactions, which I'll also post a video in a little while of just the reactions.
What the f?
Here we go.
Oh, shit.
But I'll say it again, that was the only car I've ever driven where I had to take Tylenol after driving it for a couple days. Like, I actually got a migraine. Like, the human body is just not really prepared for how insane the Model S and Model X Plaid accelerates. So I'm excited basically to get Vinny's first reaction to this, because I've already experienced the Model S and X Plaid before. I've driven them, and
mind you, I have yet to drive this car.
He's never driven one at all. Okay.
At all.
Have you driven a Model X?
No.
Have you driven a Tesla?
I drove Juan's Tesla.
And what does Juan have? The Model 3 Performance?
Model 3. Not even the Performance.
Not the Performance.
So I have no idea what I'm getting into.
So our friend Juan, he actually has a Model 3, not a Performance. He's driven that. And wow, this is going to be basically another Plaid reaction video, except this time Vinny's going to be buying it. And
yeah, I hope I like it.
Did you bring extra underwear?
No.
You bring Tylenol?
Neither.
So he's totally unprepared. So it should be interesting. I'll see you guys at the dealership. All right, so we just got to TXT Charlie. There's actually a white Model X outside. Phantom 8 over there. Find a parking spot.
Follow it.
There's a Hydro Blue TRX. Very nice. This dealership's pretty cool. It's like an old office building that probably was definitely abandoned at one point, but now is a cool dealership. All right, TXT Charlie parking, sell my car. You ready?
No, but let's do it anyways.
All right, let's go inside. All right, say goodbye to the Trackhawk, get all your stuff out.
I can't believe this has happened.
And you've already got Boston's, right, coming for the Model X, of course?
Yes.
Same style or different?
Different style.
Different style.
Yep.
All right, here we are, TXT Charlie. How you doing, man? Robbie.
Adam.
Nice to meet you.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's mint. It's stock. I had never touched anything on it other than putting the spring, by the way. Obviously, it's got Vossen wheels on it. Tires are brand new, by the way. They're Nittos.
Yeah, looks good.
And it comes with the cane.
And I'm giving you the club. You're gonna use the club on the steering wheel. Probably don't even know what the club is.
No.
Unfortunately, this car is a high. This is my second one, by the way. The first one got stolen. These cars are so easy.
That's why you threw in the alarm system on
Oh yeah, you have to.
This is the unstealable Trackhawk.
Getting the keys to that. You better put it on the steering wheel.
Actually,
Yes.
in the description, just put unstealable Trackhawk, because that's a selling point as is.
And I gotta show you where the kill switch is. I'm doing the right thing though. Doing the right thing.
Here we
It's an
are.
upgrade. This is an upgrade.
It is.
So I was actually here sometime last year to look at a Macan with my sister for Turo. This place is so cool.
All right.
It's like a giant man cave. Oh wow. This place never disappoints. Look at this Flying Spur, S580 Maybach, Phantom. An awesome inventory. All Highline luxury and exotic cars. An RSQ8. Technically it is a Urus underneath, or I should say a Urus is an RSQ8 underneath. I would actually prefer this. I actually reviewed my buddy's RSQ8 when he first got it, and tune and downpipes. These things smoke the Urus and then some. Got a G63, DB11 Volante, very nice. Big body Range Rover. This is a new 23. There's another Model X, not the Plaid. There's a Dawn over there. One of my favorite cars, the GTC4 Lusso. GLS 600 Maybach. Another DB11. It's a great inventory. All right, guys, here it is. 2022 Tesla Model X Plaid. Finished in the black with the white interior. Full white leather and carbon fiber. It's like one of the Falcon doors is up, or at least partially up. All right, so while Vinny goes and does all the paperwork for the Plaid, the salesman Adam has been very kind to give me the key cards for the Model X Plaid. Now it's pretty funny, the Model X used to have a key fob, kind of like my 2017 Model S has a fob. However, they've gone to these key cards, which the Model Y and Model 3 have, and I guess the facelifted Model S. So instead of using a traditional key fob to lock and unlock the car, you actually just tap it here and it locks. Tap it again, it unlocks. And if you actually pair your phone to the car as a key, when you walk up to it, the door would actually open by itself. However, we just press it here and the door opens. Stepping inside, you see the dry carbon or matte carbon here. It's actually real carbon fiber. You have the very controversial steering yoke that I covered in my review of the Model S Plaid. A lot of people hate it. I personally love it. It takes about 20 minutes to get used to, and doesn't hinder the view of the new digital gauge cluster here. And now you actually have the horizontal infotainment display as opposed to vertical in the other cars. You have this nice full white leather interior, the black Alcantara headliner, and of course you have the awesome Falcon doors. You see those open up. That'll never get old. All right, so we're going to step inside the Model X Plaid. See, just by pressing the brake, the door closes, comes to life. You can actually see the Falcon door on here. See if I can turn down the air conditioning. So pretty cool. Just like the Model S Plaid, you have the new orientation of the infotainment screen here. I think it's like a 16-17 inch display. It's just massive, very high definition, very rich colors, very responsive, just like an iPad. So you actually have the little animation here with the Falcon doors up. You see that it's up. So you just hit close, does a little animation. You can actually see it closing here. Pretty cool. And this actually has the full self-driving. So the previous owner did pay the $10,000 or $15,000, whatever it costs now. I think Tesla lowered it from $15,000 to $10,000 to have the full self-driving. And you actually have this thing called Quick Open, which is, I believe, why the door didn't open all the way before. See if we can try that again. So let's see. Yeah, it didn't open all the way, so I think that might be why. I think that's just to throw something in there real quick. You can actually press this and open the passenger door, as well as the driver door. And then by pressing the brake, driver door closes again. And once your passenger gets in, either the car will sense it and close the door, or they can simply press here, close the door. That is not unlike the Rolls-Royce Dawn that's sitting over there, where it has buttons for the driver and passenger side front doors. It's pretty cool that it's in a electric super SUV. The technology in these things is just getting crazy. So you have all new dome lighting here, everything's full LED. And what I've always loved about the Model X is that there's really no headliner above you. Right here is where the windshield would end in a normal car, but you also have basically a half of a panoramic roof in front of you. It's very cool. The sun does not intrude in any way that I've noticed when I've driven the older ones, and I know that they improved that in the newer ones. So the windshield comes all the way up just past your head, right above the headrest here, and you actually have these really cool visors that come across like this and folds down, and it actually does work pretty well. Now obviously when the sun's like here, you would think it'd be blinding, but like I said, with whatever coating they have or special treatment on this glass, it doesn't interfere with your ability to see and drive on the road. So putting it back, everything's magnetic. This actually has the premium interior, which is the extended full leather with the contrast stitching and piping here. You have all the dry carbon, white leather armrests, full leather dashboard, all the carbon fiber trim here. Obviously that beautiful digital gauge cluster. And just like in the Model S Plaid that I reviewed, there's no longer a traditional Prindle or gear selector stock here that was straight out of Mercedes-Benz, and I actually currently have it in my Model S. So you actually have this new way of putting the car into park, reverse, neutral, and drive just by putting your foot on the brake. This animation shows up here. You can actually slide the little car forward to go into drive, or you can slide it back to go into reverse. And it shows the cameras, and actually you can hear the sound that Teslas now emit just for safety reasons, just because they're very quiet. So just by tapping here you can park, and a lot of people may not like this where you press the brake and this thing shows up. They might think it's finicky, and they just don't want to use the screen to put their vehicle to drive and reverse. So Tesla has thought of that, and simply by tapping here you have your traditional P, R, and D. Another just haptic feedback. You just press for reverse, neutral, drive, and so forth, back into park. That was a very smart thing for Tesla to do, just basically to keep everybody happy. Obviously there's techies like me that love this. However, people that are old school that do want the column here, the column shifter, they have the option here for park and reverse and neutral and drive if they don't want to use the screen. Right now they're putting this beautiful Rolls-Royce Dawn into the photo booth to take some pictures for inventory. You have this brilliant blue Magno GT63. Looks like it's on some aftermarket wheels. That is beautiful. Looks like the Hermes orange interior. The matching coach line, hand painted. Love that. The spirit of ecstasy out there above the Parthenon grille. Actually, what wheels are on this GT? Looks like the Ford Boston's. Oh, here we go. Green Hell Magno G63. That is gorgeous. I'm here to do a video on a Tesla and I'm getting distracted by Mercedes. Oh, there we go. Oh, that sounds good. It's got the monoblock wheels. Okay, back to the Plaid. No more distractions. So here on the outside of the Model X Plaid, new for 2021 and up, you actually have a facelifted or revised front bumper. New wheels, obviously. These are the 20s. The other option, I think, is the 21-inch Arachnid wheels. You have all the black trim that was introduced back in, I believe, 2020 for Model S and Model X's. We have a kind of a revised back bumper here. Now, this is the old Plaid badge, and the new one, which I'll show you a picture of, is actually the animation or the graphic that you get when you go into cheetah mode or launch mode on the Plaid. And for some reason, this one didn't come with it. I don't know if it was an option to get on these cars, but I'm sure Vinny would switch that out. Actually, in the trunk here, so you can see it is a 7-passenger SUV. The third row here folds down, and even with the third row folded up, you actually have still really good amount of room. Also, being an electric car, you have no drivetrain, So you do have a lot of storage down here, and just by pressing this, you close it. And you also have a front trunk or a frunk. So you have frunk and trunk. We're gonna hit the frunk. There we go. Just close the door. That's so cool. So just like the trunk, you also have plenty of space in here. Little Tesla, looks like a tow hitch. I'm not really sure what the tow rating for the Model X Plaid is, but I'm sure it's a lot, being that it makes over 1,000 pound-feet of torque and 1,020 horsepower. Close that. So they just took the Dawn out of the photo booth, and they're actually going to put the GT63 back in, get a little cold start. It's still pretty warm, but see if we can get him to do the emotion start. Looks like this thing's got the laser jammers, so previous owner definitely liked to drive fast. But this brilliant blue Magno paint in the sun looks unreal. You have all these metallic flakes in it, still a satin finish. And these Vossen, the VPS or Precision series, looks great. And I just noticed there's this bronze effect, like this bronze metallic effect in between the carbon fiber weave. That looks just amazing. So we'll get a start with this in a second. Okay, so we're going to do an emotion start on this GT63S. So you're going to hold the left paddle and start it like normally, like you would, and it'll start about 2,000 higher RPM. So that, and that is totally factory exhaust. That's the emotion start. I just love this interior. All right, right now we're taking the Model X Plaid outside for its maiden voyage. And like I was saying, Vinny hasn't even driven it yet. I forgot about that sound they make in reverse. It's so weird. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but it sounds so weird. Casual Phantom 8. Alright, so we've got the Model X Plaid outside, got the Falcon doors up. Vinny is taking it all in, playing with the new updated rear AC controls back here with the screen. That's actually what the Model 3 introduced back in 19. You can actually drag it anywhere you want. It precisely goes to put the airflow right wherever you want. You have the third row back here that's currently folded down. You have these awesome just white leather seats, perforated. Really nice quality interior. Tesla's honestly come a long way, because in the beginning their interiors build quality, I'm sure you guys know, that just wasn't that great. And is it currently up to the standards of this Phantom 8 here? No, and of course not. But also, it's not a $600,000 car, but it is an SUV that can take 6 of your friends and also walk a Ferrari, Huracan, even a Bugatti. So when you take all that into consideration, the fact that Vinny is paying under $500,000 for something that has this much cool tech and gadgets and just raw performance, it is really great bang for the buck. Of course, you have all the cameras. So this car actually does come with the full self-driving included. So the previous owner did pay to have that package, and that just adds to the overall, you know, value of the car.
Still has their information. Now when you download the app, yeah, you're gonna put bought a new vehicle or a new Tesla.
All right, so let me do that then. Let me just download this app.
Yeah, you're gonna have to prove ownership and all that.
Ownership. They're gonna ask you for a picture.
And
of the license,
it takes 10 minutes. Once you prove it, yeah. Once you prove it, then you can add your phone as a key and, you know, do all that with the summon. Actually, really nice gas and brake pedal.
You probably need that, right?
This carbon trim out here in the sun looks really nice.
Did you get insurance or not yet?
That I got. I have the temporary.
You have the temporary.
Yeah, I didn't print it, but I have it.
I love the interior. I like this touch here. Have the Model X logo.
My insurance too, right?
And these Falcon doors have actually, when they came out in 2016, they were very smart. And obviously, if you park in a tight parking spot, you're like, well, how do I open it? But they can actually open out a little bit and then go all the way up to the position here. And you can actually only open it halfway if you want, if it's raining, if you want to throw a bag inside or groceries. Right now we're going to close the Falcon door. I will admit, it feels a little weird. It feels like you're about to be crushed, but honestly, it is the coolest thing once the door closes. And you can also open it, just like so. Goes all the way up.
This back.
Very cool. And this is the half open feature, so if you press it again, opens all the way up. Is there a place for sunglasses? Vinny, this whole car is storage. I guarantee you find at least 10 more places to store your sunglasses in the Trackhawk. Got more speakers here. This has the premium sound system, which actually is pretty freaking amazing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it is
I have no
very,
idea.
very good. Play high bitrate audio in this. You know, lots of storage back there. And if you guys are wondering about the plate, yes, it does say lay and pipe. Vinny's actually a plumber. He has a GTR that also says lay pipe. So, gotta keep it classy, you know? Awesome view of the Falcon doors all the way up. Definitely the main party trick of the Model X. Obviously, this being a Plaid also makes over 1,000 horsepower. You get a really cool view there. Yeah, got that little Plaid badge. You got to get the new one. I'll have to send Vinny a link for that. It's basically a large rectangle badge, and you have the, like I was saying, that animation or graphic that you get when you do cheetah mode or launch mode in any Plaid, whether it's Model X or Model S.
Okay. It knows it's a Model X, personal ID. So what?
Pretty cool. There's actually a little button up here, illuminated, to close the Falcon doors.
That's it. Yep.
So cool.
This is
Take care, man. Thank you. Okay, the maiden voyage of the Model X Plaid. Are you ready? Are you excited?
Don't even know what to say right
You're
now.
speechless?
I'm speechless.
I think I'm more excited than you.
Yes, you definitely are.
Because I know what this thing can do, man. I just, like I was saying.
Does this charge batteries too?
Yeah, it's wireless charger.
Yes!
And you don't have to close your own doors in the Tesla now. It opens for you, and just like a Rolls Royce. Go to controls here. Close.
Alright, so where's the AC?
Oh, it stopped. Oh, I have to hold it. There we go.
What?
So AC controls.
Yeah, I
You can tap this.
fix that.
And it is like infinitely configurable. You have heated and cooled seats, heated yoke, heated windshield. Just like the back, you also can just drag it anywhere. You can sync it. You can do all this stuff.
Oh, where's the temperature?
Temperature's right there.
Yeah.
And this car, I mean, this is all great with the controls and all that, but what makes these cars great is their voice commands. So at any time, you just press that and tell it what you want it to do. AC, just temperature, fan speed, whatever you want, it'll do it.
Set the AC to 75.
75. You can sync it.
Set the AC to 69.
There we go. That's 69 is the number. Anytime I'm driving a car, temperature goes to 69.
Always. So if I want to actually see the AC thing,
You just press it,
and there I'm back
and
at
you got
that.
all this.
So I can hit auto.
Where you
Perfect.
drag it is exactly where the air is going to go, and you can hear the giant vent back here moving. And it's pretty cool because in the Model 3 and Model S, you can see a vent. In this car, they hid it, so the vent is down here. I don't know if you guys can see that. You really can't. There's a vent that's in between carbon fiber trim and this like
Oh, really?
trim piece here. Yeah, you can
Awesome.
hear it moving
That's good.
around.
So now I have it on auto, correct?
And,
At 69 degrees, sit
Yeah,
together.
you have heated and cooled seats.
Perfect. These are the seats?
Mm-hmm.
So if I want to turn it on,
So you have auto, which let's say it's 50 degrees. Oh, there goes the Trackhawk.
oh my,
Say goodbye.
look at that.
Say goodbye to the Trackhawk. Definitely not a bad upgrade though. Just learning all the different controls.
Oh,
AC.
so that's how you do it right here.
Yeah.
Or like you said, you can on auto.
So if it's like 50 degrees out and you put on auto, you can either do it from the app or the car will be smart
Got it.
enough to put the heated
This
seats
is?
on. So that's the biohazard defense thing. So these cars have an option. They have a HEPA filter.
What?
Like what's in really expensive homes.
Right.
And let's say that a nuke goes off, you know, in South Florida. You can drive this thing around. You can still go to Publix.
And have that protected.
And you turn that on, you can drive it and no, you know, nuclear fallout or any of that will get in.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Or actually, a less extreme circumstance will be driving past Mount Pompano, the garbage dump, and that smell won't come into the car.
That is fantastic.
It's really nice.
Okay.
You're already listing it for inventory.
Active 70 degrees. Oh, it shows my location.
So you can do everything.
Oh,
you can
look
do
at
the
all
summon.
this.
You can schedule a service. You can schedule them to come to your house if something, you know, if they want to repair something in the car. Now we're going to start the search for the phone. Go to your Bluetooth settings in the phone. We should find you pretty quickly. There we go, instantly. Because I use the Sirius app. These don't have a Sirius antenna. You just use the app. Everything's all the, you know, Spotify and everything.
There is no CarPlay.
Device. No CarPlay because it's Google Maps. Even better.
Even better.
This is the best infotainment in the industry.
Now what?
And that's it.
Sync messages.
Connect. You can do try my new message, which I find very annoying.
Okay, I agree with you.
Sync messages. You can do all that. So
Okay.
that's it. Now when you go to here, streaming, click on Bluetooth, and you can play whatever you want.
Oh, really?
I personally use Apple Music and Sirius. You really don't need, like, their native apps here in the car is great, but you don't really need it. So Vinny, now when you see, look, so you have the Sirius actually built in here, the app.
Okay.
This is even better. I'm a little jealous of you.
I don't have Sirius though.
Oh, man. You just use Spotify or Apple Music.
Okay. Oh, so these are all look
Messages,
at all this.
Bluetooth. Yep.
Like where's Disney Plus?
There you
though?
go. That's wow. Okay, so there you go. Apple Music.
Okay, perfect. We're gonna play that song.
And
okay.
yeah, was that Lady Gaga?
Actually, I want to play I want to play some Kygo.
So we're gonna do. Actually, first I want to show you the toy box. So you have this new colorizer thing where you can change the color of the car, which is pretty cool.
In here?
Yeah. Well, not inside the car itself, but like on the screens.
Oh, really?
It's kind of gimmicky.
Okay.
You can actually do fart on demand.
All right.
Not a fart.
Okay. You got me.
Verified fart. Okay, it's verified. Twitter fart. Falcon Heavy.
Okay.
So we're gonna turn, and you can also do fart on turn signal. Do the turn signal. There you go. It's just
Unbelievable.
why can you make fart noises in your 1,000 horsepower SUV?
Well, because
why
you
not?
can. Why not? I like it.
And then just by pressing, or the cancel with the repeater there.
Okay.
So that's your toy box, and you got all this stuff. Let me move that away.
Yeah, where's like
and Mischief.
Netflix and all that?
So
and you can do Disney
now
Plus and all that?
since you have premium connectivity, you have the arcade, toy box, theater.
Theater's taking a while.
It's not. Yeah, it hasn't been loaded in a little while. All right, so we removed the old owner. Now we're going to add your driver profile. So add new driver. Just type in your name. We'll do Vinny. Man. So create profile. And now you're going to adjust your mirrors. So using the left scroll wheel, you're going to adjust the left mirror first until you're comfortable.
Okay. Then
So now do the right one. To the right mirror.
okay.
So you got all these mirror auto tilt, mirror auto fold, auto dim, save. Now we're going to do your steering yoke. So see follow the little legend there.
Here.
Adjust the yoke. So now just adjust your seat like you would any seat. And as soon as you're comfortable, you just hit save.
Okay. Good.
So save. So that's your.
What about the AC? I noticed it moved when we did it.
So the AC.
I want to see. He changed it.
Anytime you make a change, it'll basically save. So when you get in the car, it'll go to exactly what you had on last.
Okay. So auto 69. So there's Vinny. Vinny's in it now.
And that's your profile. And
wow.
now the car recognizes you as the owner. You notice it doesn't say that weird. Well, the car is still named. That's once Tesla confirms and all that. But right now, this is your profile.
And that's the name of the car for
and then
now.
once they, because look, you can raise the suspension here, so it's on full-blown air suspension.
Yeah.
I have my Model S to program to raise up as soon as I get to the driveway. So whenever you get to your driveway, obviously it's not a high incline, but you can set it to raise. You can set it to fold mirrors at a car wash.
Oh, really?
It's really, it is pretty endless. The steering, you can adjust that anytime. You have your buttons for the front and the trunk. Charge. Oh, another thing I want to say. Hit the voice recognition button again and say open butthole.
Open butthole.
And now your charge port opened.
No way.
Elon Musk has a sense of humor.
That is so cool.
And then you can just close it anytime. Just close.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Oh, the wallet.
It's a lot to remember, but it's all very intuitive, easy tech to get used to and live with.
You could add Apple Pay? I guess so.
Yeah. You're basically driving a giant Apple device.
Order history, charging, security. Okay, so I got to do the credit card.
All right, so we just paired Vinny's phone to the Tesla app. His phone is officially a key. Now, we're going to try, you know how you did the walk-away lock, and the door was open and it closed while we were walking away. So now, put your phone in your pocket. Now we're going to walk up to it, and it should welcome you and open the door, and if it doesn't, I'm going to look like a moron. So, hopefully the car doesn't make me look stupid. And, welcome, sir, to your new 2022 Model X Plaid.
What?
So now just remember, you don't have to do anything. Just get in, press the brake. Goodbye. Yeah, the face says it all.
That's insane.
I told you. These things are...
That's insane.
For all the raw performance that you get, it's amazing that you also have this level of technology to go with it.
Oh my God.
Really the perfect daily driver.
I see there's a calendar on here. It'll sync with my Google calendar.
Oh yeah, you can. The car will basically become your phone and vice versa.
And stay tuned to mobile. All right. So how does that know that? I guess it doesn't.
It basically
it's got all my phone contacts. That's true.
It's got everything.
Perfect messages. Connected. All right. Sync disabled.
As the Rolls-Royce Phantom 8 cold starts over there.
Oh, that is so cool. I saw the regen.
And then you just go back to the controls, and then you can close the door. You hit passenger, and that's it.
Where do I do? How do I do these doors?
So the Falcon doors are right up here. You can do quick open, which is where it opens about 50%. So it opens up, and then press it again to open. Or you
I saw it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a new feature. The old Model X's can't do that. They either open all the way up or they just they close.
Okay. Fold mirrors, glove box. Perfect.
Sentry mode.
Now I saw this. This is the regen stuff.
Oh, and there's your drag strip mode, which I'll show you in a little bit. We're gonna go to Mexico, I think.
Chill, sport, and plaid.
Yeah.
Okay.
I drive it in chill. I drive mine chill. I don't have the luxury of plaid mode, but yeah, definitely want to put your seatbelt on for that.
Okay.
All right, we're going to Mexico, guys.
That's it.
Say goodbye to the Trackhawk. Hey, it served its purpose.
It was good times. Okay.
You've got other cars that make cool noises.
Yes, I do.
This one's faster than all of them.
Yeah, it is.
All right, here we are. Maiden voyage of the 2022 Tesla Model X Plaid.
Chill mode.
That Vinny has not driven once.
Ever. I bought this
vehicle. He bought this absolute animal of a vehicle.
Straight up.
Has never driven it.
Never driven it. No idea.
The reaction you see, like on his face, is going to be genuine and for the first time. No YouTube BS. No, sorry Siri, I can't try again. So yeah, genuine reactions here, no YouTube reactions. So we're going to go somewhere where we can try the launch mode, which should be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you want to get a good, comfortable seating position, driving position first, as this guy doesn't merge into you. We have dual wireless charging pads here, lined in Alcantara. And Vinny is trying to get used to a steering yoke. Oh, he's in a hurry. So like I was saying, once you take a day or two to really drive around and do all your basic driving maneuvers, you will get used to it. And you can still very much have your hand resting on the top of it, or on the actual wheel part.
Yeah, I have the steering wheel.
You'll get used to it, trust me. See that? Give it a little. That's chill mode. Was that all the way down?
Yeah, I floored it.
And that was chill mode. And that wasn't even all. Yeah, that wasn't even.
It moved a little bit. I'm impressed.
All right, guys. So Vinny just accelerated onto the highway in chill mode, and it's already impressing him, which is great because I don't think he's expecting just how violent plaid mode is going to be. So the highway is not too bad right now with traffic. Can I put it in plaid mode? Maybe we can get a little stretch and just.
Well, we hit 595.
All right, we're gonna go to a little bit. Yeah, this thing's gonna need a little more room. So
we need some more room.
Once we get to another highway here, we're gonna open it up, and I think Vinny's reaction is gonna be a little different. Yep. Yeah. Get ready.
So
you also have your hazards here. So we had to pull over real quick, turned on auto steer, full self-driving. Now the car is 100 times smarter than it just was. So right now we're gonna turn the hazards off.
A single click or double click?
We'll do a single click.
Okay.
So back into drive.
Okay, so we're gonna go back into
drive. So swipe up.
Swipe up, and I'm
Now
on
you're
drive.
good to go. Oh wait, so before we do that, not gonna launch the car obviously here, but we're going to put it into
Plaid or Sport?
That Jaguar, that F-Type SVR just now would literally be a snack for this.
Okay.
So I'll put it into Sport. Not gonna break you into the Plaid yet.
Yeah,
just
not
a little
yet.
something.
Yeah, give me some time.
So nothing says merging power like a Tesla Plaid.
What?
Is that all the way down?
Yes.
It's
I'm at a.
yeah.
What just happened?
Might have to blur that. Exactly. How did I get here, right?
What? You gotta be kidding me. And there's more?
Yeah, it's an understatement. I mean, the acceleration you just got was a basic P100D Model X, not a Plaid. Plaid's another level.
Whoa. 75 and I just did it? And it's just
All right,
leaps.
so remember when I was telling you earlier how older Teslas would come and fall on their face after a certain speed, and so with the Plaid they fixed that. So I'm gonna put it into Plaid mode. So slow down to about the speed limit. I'm gonna put it into Plaid like that, and after we crest this hill here,
then do that.
I want you to
do the hit again.
Once we get straight, because it's gonna catch you off guard. I'm serious. It'll accelerate as quickly here as it will from a lunge. So once we get to the straight part up there, I just want you to floor it and hold on to that yoke.
This part?
Like the straight part. 'Cause it's gonna catch you off. Or if you want to hit it here, you can. It's all-wheel drive.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You gotta be kidding me!
He wasn't ready for that.
That's impossible.
As a passenger, it feels a lot like you feel the pulling on your face.
I
see, it's so fast. Your hat was on forward. Now it's backwards.
Yeah, I had to adjust my hat.
Oh, I love it. And that's a genuine reaction, guys. He's never even driven this car. The only Tesla he's ever driven is our friend's Model 3. It's not even a performance. And here we are in a near 1,200 horsepower SUV. Let's give it a little. And look, you actually have your metrics here. The compression, rebound of the air suspension, which is pretty cool.
It's not an advanced though. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll put on it. Yeah, advanced.
Okay.
Comfort, damping, and autopilot. You can customize the damping. It's handling. We'll put a little bit more towards sport, ride comfort, a little firm. And then you have the ride height and all that.
You're good there?
And just oh yeah, you can feel free to mat it. Here we go.
I don't even know. I don't even know what to say right now. I can't even. This takes it to a whole nother level than the Trackhawk.
I told you, man.
The
Trackhawk is awesome. Trackhawk's a great truck, but
this
it's not
is
this.
ridiculous. It's not.
It's not this, and it never will be.
It's funny. The batteries go quicker.
It'll eat battery. That's what I'm saying. When I was in Bruno's, I noticed it was driving. It's like driving a 1,500 horsepower GTR, and you're watching the gas gauge go down. It just sucks the fuel down.
Sucks the fuel down.
That's why you're gonna drive it in chill most of the time. But when
if I take it out of Plaid, does this switch?
That's all configurable. I put it to use comfort, damping, and autopilot.
You see how it does advanced suspension?
Yeah, so you can change all that.
I'll just do auto.
Yeah. Oh yeah, auto.
Right, and then it'll know what to do.
Exactly.
Okay, perfect.
So right now we're gonna activate.
Use that. That's important.
So right now, exactly, we're gonna use autopilot. So
that's this button.
Just merge onto the highway because you can do navigate on autopilot.
Okay.
So press the right scroll wheel, one tap.
Got it.
Now you're on autopilot. Now you can let go. Now press the left turn signal button.
The left turn.
Take your hand off the wheel, off the yoke. Press the left turn signal. See that the car knew that it highlighted that car in red and knew the Corolla was coming. It checks to make sure it's so safe, and then gets over. You can see that car there. Sees the Mazda right there.
Now,
and and showing you this car here, this Mazda.
How does it know the speed?
It knows this car's.
The max speed is 70. Why?
So it'll always say max. So basically, it'll always know the speed limit. It's GPS based and there's a camera. It'll never not know the speed limit. It'll never break the law because it's, remember this.
Oh, so this is it.
This car has more control and more responsibility than your average car with adaptive cruise control.
Okay.
So it needs to have all these things right in order to follow our laws and regulations and all that.
Okay. Oh, so when it's in autopilot mode, it will not break the speed limit.
So basically, if you want to do this, if you go up here, it'll do max, right? Like
but
that's the max.
That's the 5 because that's what Juan told me.
That's the max.
It'll allow you to do 5 over.
Mm-hmm. Well, no. So that's the thing. So like it'll do 85,
but
it'll do 15 over because anything over that knows that you're going to go to jail if it gets caught speeding. So if you're on a road that's 55 speed limit or 45, it will not do 85.
So to be clear, I don't have to touch this wheel right now.
For the time being, until the traffic situation gets stressful for the car and it really doesn't really know what's going on.
I can literally
and
let
the
it
lane
drive.
markings are clearly, it'll do it.
You gotta be kidding me.
And usually,
what?
You can just rest your hand here, and as long as it knows your hand, because there's sensors that feel the human hands, their muscles twitch constantly. Right. So as long as it knows you're there,
like this.
It just rests your hand there. It'll never ask you to do anything or intervene.
So if I let it go, at some point it'll say, "Hey, put your finger on it."
So there's a camera here.
Yeah.
That's not there for a dash cam or anything like that.
That's for
it probably could be, but it's watching you. So you obviously have sunglasses on right now. So if you pick up your phone and start texting. Like look down.
Well, I'm not paying attention.
Not paying attention.
I'm still looking down because of my glasses.
See how it says apply? See that? See, it applies slight turning force. So the car saw you were texting.
Okay.
And it needs to, So so this car does not encourage texting and driving. And if you cover the camera,
what happened?
It canceled autopilot.
So get it back on.
If you accelerate, if you speed, if you're an autopilot and you go past the speed limit or what the fastest the car wants to go, it'll actually punish you and not allow you to use autopilot until the next time you park the car and turn it off.
Really? Yep. What?
There's a lot of checks and balances because your average person, let's be honest, is not too bright.
Right.
So if you put this kind of technology in their hands, and set them out onto the open road, they're probably going to hurt some people if they, drive this carelessly. So Tesla had to put a lot of safety things and to make it so that you kind of have to be on your best behavior. You can't just text and drive and let it take you to work. You can't just get hammered, leave the bar and be like, take me home.
Okay.
Maybe one day, sure. Right now it's only level 3 autonomous driving. But until our antiquated laws in the United States update, like in the rest of the world, then maybe one day we'll get level 4, because this car is level 5 capable. It's capable of taking you to and from the office, to and from the gym, to the beach and back, But right now this is what we get.
And now because I'm focusing here, it's not telling me.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's watching you.
It's making sure.
It may not be able to see your eyes, but
it knows where my head's going.
It sees, it's watching the whole time.
Whoa.
So if you fall asleep, the car is actually able to put on the hazard lights,
and pull over
and call the emergency services. Yeah.
What? Mm-hmm. What's with the flashing thing?
So it's because you've been sitting for a little while, so it just wants to know that you're able to. Yeah. Sometimes it does need your reassurance, but for the most part, it's not intrusive. It's it's supposed to be technology that makes driving easier, not make driving.
Did you switch it to comfort?
No, I didn't do that. Remember, so that's when you do autopilot. It goes
use comfort dampening in autopilot, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
So go out of autopilot.
And how do you just hit the brake?
You can either hit the brake, jiggle the wheel, so it goes back to auto. So now go to autopilot again, one tap, comfort. Very easy. So you've been driving it 15 minutes and you're already a pro.
No way. And it does adaptive cruise control, obviously, because that car's a
Well, you can set the distance by here.
Yeah, show me.
You see the, oh, you canceled it, so press it again. You set the speed, and the follow distance.
Is where?
Oh, actually, you used to be able to adjust it here. I think it's somewhere in the autopilot settings now.
Show, yeah. Well, up top. Start from the beginning.
Oh, if it's
cruise follow distance.
There we go. So follow distance to
cars.
See, they will no longer go to 1. There was an update. Okay. My car won't go to 1, so mine's a manually adjusted distance setting.
Yeah.
They won't go to 1 anymore because they decided 1. That goes by car lengths.
Yeah.
1 car length is way too close to follow someone.
Yeah, I think 3's good. What do you do? Okay.
I do 2 most of the time, but 3 is good on a highway like this.
Now, there's a lot of stuff about that go down here. Look at this. Oh, there's another Model X.
So it sees, the car can see all these cars that just merged onto the highway. It sees what they're doing. It knows when they're slowing down. Like, you may not see someone slamming on the brakes, but if that Jaguar had no brake lights and it just locked them up right now, you wouldn't have time to react.
56%. We were at 70 earlier, but we're driving crazy.
Yeah, see, it does suck the battery down, but, you know, it charges very quickly. The superchargers, you charge from 20 to 80% in, like, I think it's like 20, 25 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Where do I mean, does Wawa have superchargers?
Yeah, a lot of Wawas do, a lot of shopping centers do, a lot of malls. You can find them anywhere. So right now we have the little toy boxes I showed you guys earlier, arcade, bunch of games, theater, which obviously you can't watch here because it's not like Mercedes where they have like the privacy screen or the passenger screen. So obviously you can't watch it here, but you can watch it on the screen back here, pressing the icon. Then you want to swipe that down, and
now I can watch it when I'm parked though.
oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You can do all that and play the games. I'll show you the beach buggy racing.
I need a remote. Don't I need a joystick or something?
No.
Play games.
No, no.
Oh, you can do it on the
use the screen. Yeah, actually. Well, your joystick is going to be the yoke, which I'll show you that in a little bit once we get to the spot.
So I still have these things here: the horn.
Yeah, you have your wiper fluid, cruise well, that's just showing the you know, the cruise control.
So what is that? Does these things do anything? I guess it matters when I have on here. The left and right. This function will change.
Yeah. So now that you're in auto, this is really mainly for autopilot. This is your cruise control, but also it's basically just your cruise control now.
Got it.
Autopilot.
This could do other things depending on this.
That's going to be your volume, and then pressing it will either turn the audio off or pause it.
Okay.
It's all that stuff. They've really streamlined it here. High beam button right there. Got your turn signals.
Okay. Where's the high beam? You turned it on?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, okay.
So you just
got it. But the lights turn on now.
Yeah, and then you'll see it up there too.
Okay.
We also have auto high beams.
There's a cop
so if you go to, is it a trooper back there?
He's coming up front.
Oh, I see him.
I'm letting autopilot handle.
So if you go to lights, you have your auto headlights, front fog. We'll put the front fogs on. Dome light has ambient lighting.
What?
You have all that. You have auto cancel on. Headlights after exit.
Left?
Very aggressive power wagon. Well, yeah, you want to go to 27, right?
Yeah.
And so you adjusted your seat, you just save. It's very
yeah, because I'm trying to get the right move.
very easy. Just pressing out, and you have this giant
screen.
Now, like I was saying, it's
now, can you zoom
it's
in
a
on
horizontal
this?
orientation.
Like
it's Google Maps, so you can do whatever you want.
Okay.
It's
perfect.
yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Like how far do you want to go out? It's
yeah. Okay. Wow. All right.
All right, guys. Well, that should do it for this video. This wasn't a full Robbie's review. I am actually going to do a full review on the Model X Plaid and compare it to the Model S Plaid in another video. Like I was saying earlier, Vinny's actually getting wheels for this. Is going to lower it and do a couple other things. This was basically just a delivery video and a raw, unfiltered reaction to somebody driving a Tesla Plaid for the first time. And all the genuine reactions you saw on Vinny's face were pretty priceless, if I'm honest. So as always, guys, thank you for watching, and if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Stay updated on all future videos. See you next time, guys. Okay, we're gonna do our first Plaid launch. Well, not my first one, Vinny's first one. So just pull right into the road here, foot down as hard as it'll go on the brake, and mash the gas. Here we go.
Go.
Mash it. What do you think?
I felt like I was in my GTR. This is insane.
And I think that says it all.
And there's no gear changing either. It just goes.
It's instant. Like if you hit it again, it'll do the same thing. It just.
Wow.